Hi, I'm Jale, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading for the sign of Virgo for January 2020. So that's Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Virgo Stellium, general Virgo energy for January 2020. Happy New Year, happy new decade. Exciting stuff. Hope you've had an amazing Christmas and New Year. Hope you're celebrating and enjoying obviously the closure of the 2010s into the 2020s. So as per all my readings, we're going to get a link with Spirit first of all to see what messages they would like to bring forward first off. We're then going to be going into the tarot cards to kind of get an idea of what you can expect to see, expect to witness, expect to go through for January. We're going to be using the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, and then we're going to be using Oracle cards for outcomes. Let's begin. I'm going to get a link. Yeah. Okay. They're showing me a sleight of hand here. Okay. Now you've seen it. Now it's gone. Now you see it. Now it's gone. Now you see it. Now it's gone. Watch for anything very subtle that looks like it may not be potential, because they're saying it is. Pay attention to the really small details. Now you guys are usually very good at that, being Virgoan, okay? So just pay attention for anything that I'm hearing that you may think looks too good to be true, or is it? Okay, sleight of hand. So anything that you are assuming is something, it isn't. Illusionary, okay? Sleight of hand doesn't look like an opportunity, and before you acknowledge that maybe it is, it's gone. Okay, watch for the very small details, because it's almost like remove any preconceived ideas as to what they could be, or what a judgment or assessment of it is, until you've looked into it more. There's a very clear kind of energy here where it's suggesting that things could actually be more than you think they are, but before you've acknowledged that, maybe you've dismissed it, it's gone already. So just pay attention for that one. But they're just deliberately showing me this sleight of hand. It's like it could be someone that offers something amazing that then actually it isn't so good because it's an illusionary energy, or it could be something that is offered that you think is not so great but actually is very good. So there's a topsy-turvy dualistic element to this. Pay attention for the small things and really utilize your not inner knowing, and acknowledge that maybe there needs to be sort of maybe a hidden depth to it. They're also asking you to acknowledge there's a quality within you guys for January that is going to be extremely powerful. Don't underestimate that, okay? Now, obviously, we're in Capricorn season, which has obviously an earth element, which you guys also are. Now, obviously, depending on what you have in your Capricorn in your chart and where your Virgo is placed, I feel like there's a hidden dynamic power that you're going to understand, and it's like you'll be in full swing up until sort of the mid part of the month, or up until the 20th roughly, and then it's like the efforts of Capricorn season may then trickle down. So just again, pay attention for that sleight of hand. The 10th of January is when Uranus goes direct, as well as the full moon. Uranus being that planet of rebellion. So if it's going direct around the 10th as well as the full moon, there's a closure of a cycle that's continuing around that date, and then a very strong push forward, which they're saying you're going to be able to capitalize on. So pay attention for that. And I don't know why I'm hearing this song. It's the Roxette song. Is it Roxette that sing that? It must have been love, but it's over now. It must have been love. Is that the Roxette song? I'm hearing that song. Sleight of hand. Is it really over? Was it there to begin with? Okay, so again, it's like this illusionary energy is going to be having a more grounded kind of viewpoint from you guys. It's like you're going to be seeing things that maybe were either not so much there, evolving into something being more solid, or maybe things that you felt were more solid are transitioning into the more kind of opposite energy of that. So just watch, again, depending on your situation. As with all general readings, please take what resonates and leave the rest. They're saying also silence is golden, okay? If you're being put under pressure to give an answer for something, if you're being put under pressure to you know, say something immediately based on an offering. It doesn't have to be something that you have to immediately respond to. You can sit within your power and your sort of energy and figure out if that is an illusionary energy, and again figure out exactly what this is consisting of. But they're just saying silence is golden. Okay, don't show all your cards, don't show all your cards. Okay, so again, it could well be that someone tests the water a bit with this sleight of hand, and then you respond really quickly, and then it's gone, and you think, well, hang on a minute. So just, if that happens, just really observe. Okay, and they're showing me the Hermit, which is you guys. Okay, so again, pulling that back into your power, your inner light, to light your own way. Don't utilize anything externally that's going to allow you to respond to something without you checking within yourself. Okay, it's almost like they're showing you smoke and mirrors for you to check your internal, how you resonate with it internally. And the more off kilter or the more unsure you are of yourself, the more you're going to be getting these sleight of hands. Now you see it, now it's gone. All right, just be aware of that energy. I feel like it's a bit sneaky. I'm going to be really honest with you. Now, I don't think it's people that are potentially like that. I think they've just been set up to provide an energy for you. I think it's a test. They're talking about a culmination of inner knowing that you've been trying to grow over the last 7, 8, 9 months that is being tested out. Okay. I'm also hearing that you could have several people around you going, yeah, but you know, I think you're wrong about that. I think you're wrong about this, and I think that that's going to happen, and all this other energy. Hermit mode. Let me just pull back. Let me just bring that energy within. Then I'm going to check to see how I'm moving forward, because you don't want to be rocked with other external influences that are going to sway you off. Okay. They're saying now is not the time to be swayed off, because it's like, again, with all these other kind of sleight of hands and this like energy kind of, if you're peeling back the layers, there's a pearl in an oyster here that has to be, the oyster has to be open first though, and there's a pearl in it. Okay, that's within you, but within this energy there's also an opportunity of that pearl, of that, not just of wisdom, but there's a treasure almost from it. There's something that you're going to really gain from that, that is, they're saying second to none. Okay, it's going to be a really useful type of thing to get under wraps now, because they're saying if not, then it could carry through, and it could be presenting other things that start to get more almost like an elusive, it's like the elusive carrot being dangled over the head, and you're trying to kind of run towards it and it's being moved away. So just, if you're around that type of illusionary energy, or if you're confused, if you're in a sort of, you know, what is going on, the reality around me is confusing, withdraw. Okay, go within, check via your inner compass, your inner knowing, right? Test the ground a little bit, but just don't show all your cards immediately. Right, okay. Let's go to the cards then. Okay, so we're going to, first of all, we're going to look at a theme for you guys with the cards for the Archangel Power Tarot cards here. So for Virgo, please, Spirit, the month of January 2020, what is the theme for Virgos? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, please. Stellium, Mars, Virgo energy. What is it these guys can expect to see for their theme for the month of January 2020? These cards are a bit interesting. Now, I do a pre-shuffle before, and these cards are not shuffling the same. There's a lot of confusion, guys. You've got to, whatever you do, you've got to try and dig deep here, because it's like there's smoke and mirrors with this. There's not, look, I can't even get these cards to shuffle. This is insane. Just don't, oh my goodness, this is insane. Right, let's clear this energy here. Thank you for giving that as a demonstration, Spirit, but we need to get some cards. Thank you though. Okay, so Virgo, what's the theme for January, please? Goodness me, you're literally showing me the theme. Virgo, January 2020, what is the theme of this month for Virgo? Thank you so much. And I'm just hearing, it must have been love, but it's over now. I keep hearing that going around my head. It might have a special meaning for someone. It might just be... Let me just reground myself. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This exactly what they've just said. Sleight of hand Is it there? Is it not? It's got to be love. Must have been love, but it's over now. 10 of Cups. Is it really over though? Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members. Happily ever after. Oh yeah, it must have been love and it's over now. Next card, 10 of Cups. You actually joking me? Believe nothing. Question everything. This is a prime example of that. This is the ultimate emotional fulfillment. This is like everything. It's like there's a collaborative effort of an emotional fulfillment that potentially you may never have thought was coming, but oh, it's there. Okay, this is like getting in a car thinking, oh, it's not going to turn on, I haven't used it all winter, and then it revs to the point where you're like, now we're going somewhere. It's like race car revs, you know. Coupled with the King of Wands, King of Gabriel. Okay, so this could be fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Generous, inspirational, dramatic and driven. Okay, you guys are, again, it does echo the sentiments of that very driven energy that I was talking about before. If this is not a literal person, a fire sign that is making an offer to you, then it will be something that is massively heartfelt, that is on the table, okay, that may not appear to be on the table at first, but it is offered very quickly. And it is for you to discern whether or not you should take that option up. I've got to pull another theme card now. That's just blown me away. What other theme, please, for the sign of Virgo? Wow. Wow. Now we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is the energy of Earth. Okay, so this is usually a very slow burning offer. Must have been love, but it's over now. This offer's never coming. It's here and then it's gone. And then the next thing you see is the 10 of Cups and the King of Wands. It's like, now you see it, now you don't. But when you see it again, it's in its glory, all right? They're wanting you to make a detailed plan with this card as well, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to break down the weeks. It's interesting because I was, for some reason that came through before I even did this recording, that they wanted me to break down the weeks for Virgo. Now I get it, all right? They never channel me anything randomly. It's always for a reason. So this is about a concerted effort, okay? But this could potentially have been carried forward from the previous 2019 where something was such a long time coming that you'd written it off, and maybe even something was glimmered or shown a little bit like a reflection of what could be, and then it was removed, and then bang, 10 of Cups, King of Wands, where it's like, no, we're offering it. What are you going to do? What's your decision? Okay, so this is some insane energy right here, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so let's break it down into weeks here. All right, so on the basis of the theme for Virgo Spirit, what can we expect to see week 1 for January 2019, week 1. I just keep hearing make a detailed plan. You're going to have some idea in your head as to what this could be about, okay? So it might be worth preempting. If you were to be offered it, how would you respond? And then you start formulating an idea around that. Week 1, please, for Virgo for January 2020. What can they expect to see week 1, please? So the new year for the first week. What can the Virgos watching here expect to see January 2020, week 1, please? I keep hearing it must have been love, but it's over now. Well, it's not. It must have been love, but it's over now. Have a look into that song. The lyrics are going to be relevant. Wow. Yeah, look. 2 of Pentacles. No, is that 2 of Wands? No, it's the 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands, okay, so indecision, looking out over the future to decide, well, I'm not too sure how I want to go forward with this because, you know, it hasn't been offered and this is now coming to a close, whatever this is, this experience that you'd had to maybe, must have been love, but it's over now. So you're now then trying to prepare for your movement forward. as to how to compensate for this. Okay, we've got the Nine of Swords as well, so this is usually the worry, anxiety, well, it's not here, as a bit of an energy of a sort of a calm after the storm, but also a sort of I've resigned myself to this isn't being here now, and one more sort of move towards a Ten of Swords where it's totally over. It's like you're totally resigned to the fact that this is over. All right, this is week 1. This is what makes me crack up with these readings, because they're just like, da-da, we're just going to show the cards based on what you said before. And then week 1, we've got the Hermit. Let me check this is actually the Hermit. I feel like they're winding me up now. This is exactly as I've predicted it. One sec. They're not on a wind up. This is actually the Hermit. And the funniest thing is I'm sat here pulling the cards after I predicted it and still doubting it. No, it can't be the Hermit. Can't be. Can't be needing to go within to sort of figure out what we're doing next, even though I've just predicted it. If this is you around the first week of January, do not doubt it. Go into that Hermit. Seek that inner light, because you'll end up finding the wisdom of what you need to know, all right? So don't forget, 2 of Wands, 9 of Swords, indecision, concern, worry, over-worrying. Worrying potentially about something that is never going to happen, all right? And really being concerned about it. And then you kind of tending to go within to reflect upon what it is exactly you want to do. And the Hermit card, they're saying, is the best move, because in amongst all this inner chatter, the outer chatter that you could be seeing around you is just confusion. It's not going to aid in a decision or you to understand what this is about. It's just going to cause more confusion. Okay, so just bear that one in mind. All right, so let's see, week 2. Week 2, please, Spirit, for Virgo. Yeah, so if you feel like you're not as sociable around the first week of January, give yourself a break. Don't forget, we've still got to wait for Uranus to go direct, which should be in week 2. Let's have a look. Week 2, Virgo. Yeah, the guides are really liking this, the way this is being formatted, because you guys are going to understand it a bit better, they're saying. Week 2 for Virgo for January 2020, please. Nah, look, this is where the cards are not liking being shuffled. There could be a tentative energy around this where you're transitioning out of that confusion and you're still in the Hermit mode. But let's have a look. Week 2, please, for Virgo, January 2020. What can you tell us about week 2, please? I'm scared to turn the other card up. Okay, let me pull one more. Thank you. Let me pull one more, because I feel we need to get a bigger understanding here. Week 2 for Virgo, January 2020, please, Spirit. Guys, this is going to be an interesting month. That's all I'm going to say. We're not even in week 2 yet, right? We've had the Nine of Swords. This is that mental anguish, that worry, that concern. We've written something off. We're going within. Okay, week 2. 9 of Wands. Very defensive energy. It's saying stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. All right? 9 of Wands is usually that last step before the 10 of Wands, which is that burdens, to wanting to be removed, dropping what isn't serving. Okay, so it's like your energy is, I can't do this. It's like I don't know how to move forward. It's not just the mental, it's around the physical, so you could feel maybe a bit sluggish and lethargic here. But we've also got the 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, 5 of Wands is competition. So it's almost like you've got this energy of, nah, I don't know if I can do this. Leave it. Now you see it, now it's gone. Now you see it, now it's gone. All right? I don't know if I want to fight this anymore. The competition isn't worth it. I'm going to just try and stay within, stay in my hermit mode. Try and figure out what it is I want. maybe the light isn't what I thought it was. Maybe the energy wasn't what I thought it was. Let me just look after myself. If I keep going with this energy, I'm going to have to release something, and I can't afford to do that. Maybe there could even be health issues around this, okay, where you're just lethargic and sluggish and you just think, I can't just keep giving to this situation. All right? Now you see it. Now it's gone. Now you see it. The High Priestess, this is the Keeper of the Secrets. Something is being revealed. And it's at the moment you're dropping this pretense of, can't do this anymore, I'm going to have to drop this now, I'm going to have to leave this. Okay, we'll leave it. Bing! It's like a lift. It's literally like a lift. It's like you called the button 8 months ago. At the last minute when you're just resigned to, I can't do this. Bing! Now you see it, now it's gone. Now you see it, now it's gone. Bing! High Priestess. Something is being revealed here, okay? And it's not just... I mean, first of all, there's a massive perspective change within this whole energy, all right? But there's also a truth and an insight coming that is going to be revolutionary. And the reason I know that, now you see it, now it's gone. Bing! Justice. This is a collaborative effort of all other things that have now been released that is allowing new energy to pop up. Now you see it, now it's gone. Balance, okay? It's like if you were holding on to something too tight, if you were too focused on one area, that's being removed. If you were too, basically exactly as I said it at the beginning, which is like as soon as you think something, it's being removed, all right? This is a major balance. This is also a karmic lesson. Okay, what were you hanging too tightly onto? What is it that's now being released in order to fulfill a new energy that is necessary for your path forward? The High Priestess and Justice is some heavy hitting major arcana energy right here. This is like enlightenment and truth and closure of a cycle that will lead you in to, and again, don't forget, this is going to be, I feel, around the 10th. Give or take a few days after that, okay? So if you're holding, I'm probably ruining the secret and surprising, but I'm signposting, so it's fine. Don't give up. This is a lot of very kind of lethargic energy, right? And don't forget, it's always usually the darkest before dawn. Always. Without a shadow of a doubt. It's always the most kind of sorrowful looking when you're about to transition into a new cycle, always. And it's a test of faith, usually 99.9% of the time, but it's also allowing you or wanting you or requiring you to relook at something because it's needing to be relooked at. You had your eyes in a certain level that couldn't allow you to see up, and it couldn't allow you to see what was before, all right? This will transition you out of that. The High Priestess, it's that inner knowing, enlightenment based on ideas, knowledge, an offering, okay? Let's clarify this. Let's see for week 2, what is the High Priestess and Justice? Oh. Spirit, could you clarify the High Priestess and Justice, please, for week 2 for Virgo, January 2020? Could you please clarify? Boom. And it begins. And it begins, all right? This is some fast moving energy. Don't forget, we had the 5 of Wands, which is 5 is about transitional energy and change. And it's in reverse. So it's like you feel like nothing's happening. Everything is kind of like meh. You've got the 9 of Wands, which is usually one before the 10, which is a closure of a cycle. All right. Which is where you're dropping the burdens. Now you see it. Now it's gone. Boom. End a cycle, close cycle, transition straight over the 10 of Wands into the Ace of Wands. So that's a huge leap. So you're sat there in hermit mode thinking, this isn't working. I'm not going to be able to do this. Not going to be able to do this. They're doing it deliberately because it's a test of faith. This is all a test of faith. The Ace of Wands is about asserted action, movement, an offer. Okay, a tangible offer that creates energy to be able to move forward. This is fire energy. Don't forget, we had the King of Wands. The King of Wands is the top energy of that wand suit, which is he's mastered that energy control. He's mastered how to, or she's mastered how to utilize that energy to the best effect. All right. The lesson here was it's an illusionary energy, and it's probably based on ego. Oh, it's not going to be for me. I can't fight for this anymore. I'm going to hold on, and I'm going to have to let go now. And then boom, a rebalance. They're saying it's a culmination. I feel like Uranus actually has been has been in retrograde. Let's have a look how long it's been in retrograde. Uranus retrograde. August, the 12th of August, that went into retrograde. So this is going to be August, September, October, November, December, January. Yeah, so I said 6, 7, 8 months is 5 months. All right, could also be 6, 7, 8, but it's according to the astrological placements, and also you'd have to, you know, consider your chart as well. This is a culmination of from August and potentially a little bit before. All right, where you've been sinking energy into something, thinking this was never it, but there was a reason it couldn't manifest at that time. It wasn't ripe for the picking. And I've just seen a random, I love how they do this. I've just seen a random card that was like placed on my table, and I'm like, where's that come from? Where's that come from? And they're so sneaky. It's like, now you see it, now you don't know. We're going to put a sneaky little card on the side that you're going to then twig once you've read all these cards. I need to get cameras everywhere on this table now. Like, this is getting ridiculous. Who put that there? And look, just to kind of summarise the point even better, the Knight of Swords. This is the fast-moving energy. You've got double hitters here. Knight of Swords, Ace of Wands. This is that concerted energy. And don't forget, you had the Nine of Swords, which was that mental anguish, okay? That mental worry. 1 before the 10. It skipped over the 10, where there was an ending, and it went straight for the concerted, fast-moving effort. There's an offer. You've got an offer coming. You've got an offer coming. You've got an offer. This is going to be, it's going to be when you least, well, actually not when you least expect it now, because I've blown it wide open, but, you know what I mean? They're saying you're allowed. You're allowed. I feel like it's because of this energy. And I feel like you probably would have gone to friends, family, people around you going, are you having any of these experiences either? And they're going, well, not really. Don't forget, if that is you, we can't always be on the same path of it as everyone else. It's just not going to work that way, because we're all different. You know, we're a collective of energy, but we're all individual assets and fragments of a source, let's say. So we're all going to have different experiences, and the reason for that is because it's needed. We need to have different experiences based on... That's a long story to explain, but anyway. Okay, so let's go into week... I'm scared to look into week 3 at the moment. Right, let's have a look at week 3. Week 3, please, for Virgo. Week 3, January 2020. Look, and the cards are shuffling normally again now. So I feel like week 2 will be like, it's right at that periphery of change that you're kind of like, Week 3, Spirit. Week 3, what can you tell us for week 3? For... Virgo energy, January 2020, week 3. Thank you so much. Week 3. I don't know why I'm surprised. I always get surprised by Spirit, and I should know better by now. I'm not telling you what it is yet. I want to see what else they're going to tell me. Everyone's like sat there going, for goodness sake. Right, let's have a look. Week 3. This is actually hilarious, but... Oh, come on. This has to be a wind-up. They're saying, no, it's not. I'll just leave it on the bottom of the deck. You wait. Right. Right, hang on. Let me just make sure all my cards are here and there's no sneaky cards being placed. And if anyone sees anyone behind me, let me know, all right? Because this is... They're so sneaky. I know there's an orb, but that's standard for this area. God's sake. Right, so week 3. Now you see it, now it's gone. No, it's not. It's not gone, it's here. 2 of Cups. The union is real. 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. And this is a manifestation of previous energies, okay? So divine masculine, divine feminine. It could be the masculine and feminine within you, where maybe you've been out of sorts for several months since that August period of 2019, possibly before. Something just wasn't quite right for you guys, okay? You see the orbs going? Hang on, let me just check my table here. Sneaky. I can hear them all laughing. I know they're up to something. So, if it's not to do with a romantic interest, they're saying it is. But if let's say you are watching this thinking, well, I don't have anyone in my life, do you not? Because it could be someone new coming in, and if it isn't someone new, and you decide, maybe you're sat there thinking, I don't even want this, you know, it's a cohesion with it of two energies within the self, okay, masculine and feminine coming together, light and dark. It's a collective effort, you becoming whole. It's the hermit having transitioned from finding that inner light to the wheel of fortune, which is a change of events, a change of fortunes, a destined, because after the hermit, obviously within the major arcana is the wheel of fortune. Okay, now week 3, this is the first card that presented itself. So ta-da! The next card is the Tower. Change your life. It says, a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that bring change. Okay. We'll clarify what exactly the Tower card means in a sec. So sometimes what happens is the Tower, it can be a very good surprise. It doesn't have to be bad. I feel like this is a good shock revelation because obviously the other cards involved. So it's it feels dramatic, if I'm totally honest with you, based on what they're doing with my cards and like how they're presenting this. Combined with that is the Sun, enlightenment, okay? A light suddenly being shone. So where that hermit was trying to scuffle around, trying to find the inner light, the light is now everywhere. The light has been presented in its entirety, and you can see. It's a tangible vision of, you know, or a perspective or a sense of reality that you can visibly see. All right, so this is the, I mean, look, I'm getting all giddy thinking about this. So can you let me know what happens? Because I feel like this is going to be interesting. This is the Sun. Okay, it's the nourishment of the soul. It's a nourishment of you, of your environment, of your outlook. It's like an illumination of the self. With, it could be a mirroring of that happiness and seeing it reflected back to you within an individual, or it could be what's presented to you that provides much happiness, because this is a very positive card. Okay, doesn't end there. Doesn't end there. This is the Six of Pentacles. This is the Six of Pentacles, okay? This is equal give and take, partnership, a balanced effort, someone who is tangibly giving you something and there is an equal return, okay? So maybe you've given them something, there it's a balanced effort, all right? And it says material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart, okay? So they're asking me to hang on once. Give me 2 secs. If this, put it this way, I kind of feel like I want to say here that if this is someone from your past, it could have been this was you put an offer towards them maybe sometime in August or sort of around 2019 period. It broke your world down. And now they're coming back to repay you, but not just are they repaying you, they're bringing the big guns, the Sun. Okay, this is like long-term happiness. And the reason I say that is on the bottom of the deck, we've got the 3 of Cups, which is about reunion, celebration. Okay, reasons to celebrate, a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. So again, this is like, again, we don't forget we had the High Priestess and Judgment and Justice, which is a secret being revealed to put the weighing scales right and a balance being restored within the life. So this is, I mean, it's huge, to be honest with you. Okay. Let's have a look at week 4. Okay, so week 4, please, for Virgo. Week 4. This is going to be the, okay, I need to mention something for week 4 in a sec. Week 4, please. Week 4. Virgo energy, please. Week 4, January 2020. Week 4, please. Week 4. Ugh. Don't be disheartened this week. Don't be disheartened. Even if something comes up just to test the water a bit, don't be disheartened. Wow. Yeah. Don't be disheartened this week. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. So now that's something. It could be that with this offer, there is a level of responsibility that maybe you hadn't considered. And now it needs to be considered. I want you to watch around the 28th of this month of January. Not liking that date. I feel like this is going to coincide with this, as I mentioned before. I obviously shuffled the cards. The 28th of January. I feel sick talking about this. Hang on, let me just remove this energy because this the 28th. There's a very hard square to Mars from 3 planets, which I don't have good vibes from. Okay, now that's not to say this is going to be that obvious within your lives, but I feel like it could affect the collective. I hope I'm wrong. I might even do a separate video on it because every time I talk about this date, it makes me want to vomit, if I'm totally honest with you. So hopefully I'm wrong. It's like a plug. Someone's pulled the plug out and there's water going down the drain, and it's just all. You know when you go in the bath and there's like loads of debris, someone's having to put their hand in and take it out. It's got that vibe, you know what I'm saying? And for us empaths, clairsentients, that's not a good vibe right there. It's all, you know, look, I can get my hands dirty when I need to, but just watch your energy around that 28th. If you feel like, yay, we're happy week 3, 28th, we're dropping in energy, hold your horses. Don't forget, now you see it, now you don't. All right, so just don't forget that. All right, just please don't forget that, because it's going to transition very quickly out of that. And the reason I know that is not just because I've just been channeling it all the way through this, but we've got the Knight of Wands, so it skips straight over the 10 into the Knight, which is that fast moving energy again. All right, which is a very fiery energy, a concerted effort, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. It says time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. All right, and what that card came out with was the Emperor, the divine masculine. Okay, now if this is not you, because this could also be the Empress energy, you don't have to be male. This is about a concerted male energy that, again, I'm hearing taking charge. All right, and again, it could be that you're taking charge in your life, or someone else within that Two of Cups area, that kind of potential sort of union-based energy, could be taking charge and coming towards you, but there's a little wobble first, all right? It's based around the practical arrangements and or how you're able to move forward, but the outcome for week 4 is this Emperor, there's no stopping them. There's no stopping the Emperor, all right? So let's pull some oracle cards here now. Let's get some outcomes going. First of all, we're going to do, am I going mad here? No, I'm going to go with Keepers of the Light last. We're going to pull Wisdom of the Oracle card first for outcomes, and then the Archangel of Oracle cards, Doreen Virtue. Let's have a look. Outcomes for Virgo, please, Spirit, for the month of January 2020. Outcomes for Virgo for the month of January. Outcomes for Virgo, please. Tick-tock. It's a timing issue that's being resolved. Tick-tock. Okay? Once that timing issue, once the dial sets to, and look, pay attention for that. It's saying 5 minutes past 10 could be irrelevant. All right, 5 to 7 minutes past 10, so it could be relevant time for you. Once that energy is freed up, there is a forward movement here. Now you see it. Now it's gone, and in its place. Blessed. Okay, so there's some very nice energy behind all this. So don't doubt it. Don't sort of worry about it. Try and, you know, do what you need to do. Remember that hermit energy if you need to kind of pull within. pull back, or sort of pull your energy back a little bit, so you're not kind of expelling it and trying to fight the tide, fight the energy that isn't ready yet. Okay, so outcomes, please. Outcomes for Virgo. Virgo, please, for January 2020. What is the outcome, please, for January 2020 for Virgo, please? Let's have a look. Don't forget full moon on the 10th as well. Moon cycles. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestation, and capitalise on these cycles. Okay, so there's something around the moon here. Have a look into the moon sign of what the full moon is on the 10th. It could be aspecting your moon. And if it isn't, have a look around your chart. If you want me to have a look into that for you, email me. I can give you a price on that. Okay, so let's go with the Keepers of the Light for the final say, really, for the reading for you guys. So, Keepers of the Light, could you fill me in, please, for what is the best advice, insight, guidance for Virgo, January 2020? What is the best insight, guidance, please, for Virgo for January 2020? What is it you can tell us, please? Thank you so much. Wow, again, mimicking the moon energy. We've got Freya. Phases and cycles. Okay, look at that, and look, she's got the full moon in the background. Okay, so just pay attention around that 10th. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was saying. Thank you, Freya, for clarifying that. We're going to go with the book, because I'm sure she has something more to say here. Freya, which means lady, is the Norse goddess of the moon and love. She is the twin flame of Odin and a warrior goddess who offers deep spiritual and physical protection to those who call on her. She will stand before you with her shield and spear, keeping you safe from harm. She works closely with the moon energy and helps us recognise that our life is a cycle and it's always changing. She herself is the maiden, the mother and the crone aspect of all women, and guides them to see this wisdom that these cycles bring. We all go through phases and cycles of growth, and Freya is the energy that supports this. She has a raven spirit totem, which is said to represent her capacity to travel between heaven and earth. A phase of your life may be coming to an end, but it's important to acknowledge it's not the end. When one door closes, another opens. You may have been desperate for change, but now that it's here, you could be feeling vulnerable. Know that the mighty goddess Freya will guide you. Illusions are now being revealed so that you can leave behind anything that is false. Step into your peaceful warrior-like energy and welcome the changes you deserve. Tie up all loose ends and take heart. This is an exciting time. Beautiful energy, absolutely beautiful. So again, when you're in your hermit mode, you might want to call upon Freya. This is some very powerful energy here with that full moon. Okay, look, just call upon her if you need it, but obviously don't forget to trust your own inner light. Okay, guys, hopefully that's been of some help. Thank you so much for all your likes, shares and subscriptions. It means a lot to me. Thank you again. Next video will be posted will be Scorpio for Scorpio. Libra for January 2020. Take good care. I wish you all the very best for this month. And yeah, please do let me know how you get on. Take care, guys. Bye.